Welcome back to the This Old Baker podcast, where we celebrate the joy of homemade goodness, one recipe at a time. I'm Kim Artlip. Today we're going to dive into something that's been on my mind a lot lately. Why are people returning to so-called grandma hobbies? And it's those skills and pastimes our grandmothers cherished: baking from scratch, sewing, crocheting, knitting, gardening, canning, and even preserving. It seems like everywhere I look now, people are embracing a slower, more intentional way of life. But why? So let's talk about it. First off, I think we can all agree that modern life moves very fast. With technology at our fingertips, instant gratification has become the norm. Why do you think we have reels where you're getting the world in 15 and 30-second bites? But here's the thing. People are craving something real and substantial. There's something satisfying about kneading a loaf of bread or stitching a quilt or even growing your own tomatoes. It's about connection to the past, to our roots, and even to ourselves. So let's be honest. Who doesn't love the idea of biting into a warm homemade cinnamon roll right out of the recipe that's been passed down for generations? Now, I know I do. Now, another reason these hobbies are making a comeback is self-sufficiency. Over the past few years, and I'm not getting political in any way, we have seen firsthand how fragile the supply chain can be with COVID, with hurricanes, with flooding. This has sparked a renewed interest in learning how to do things ourselves, whether it's making our own bread or growing herbs or even knitting a cozy sweater. What used to be seen as old-fashioned is now considered empowering. And let's not forget about the mental health benefits. There's a meditative quality to baking, sewing, and gardening. These activities pull us away from our screens, from our TV sets, from the news, and back into the moment. Studies show even working with our hands a little bit in the garden can reduce our stress and boost our happiness. So it's no wonder so many of us are rediscovering these skills. But I think maybe the biggest reason people are embracing the grandma hobbies again, and yes, I did air quotes while I was talking, community. These traditions weren't just about getting things done. They were about coming together. A kitchen filled with laughter when you're rolling out a pie crust, a porch gathering, and with knitting needles going to town, neighbors swapping produce. There's a warmth and a sense of belonging in these simple tasks and acts. And in a world that's sometimes a little too disconnected, we're all looking for ways to bring that back. So whether you just started baking from scratch, you've just picked up embroidery, or you planted your first vegetable garden, know that you're part of something bigger, a return to craftsmanship, care, and tradition. And I think that's pretty special. So that's going to be it for today's episode of This Old Baker podcast. If you've rediscovered a grandma hobby, as they call it, that you love, I'd love to hear about it. Tag me on social media at This Old Baker, and let's keep this conversation growing. Until next time, keep baking, creating, embracing the joy of simple things, and I'll see you soon.